Hello, my name's Ben, and in this video I'm going to show you how to find uh, derivatives using the product rule. And I'll do this through a few examples, and we'll start off with a pretty simple one. For this example, you'll need to know how to take the derivative of sine of x. Alright, so if we say our function f of x is equal to sine of x times 3x squared. Sorry about my writing, it's not the neatest. So if f of x is equal to sine x times 3x squared, we want to take the derivative of that. And without knowing the product rule, it's not possible. So we're going to use, as you can see I put up on the screen already, the guidelines for using the product rule, and we're going to use these guidelines. So we're going to start with the first one. If our function can be written in the terms in terms of two different terms being multiplied together, then we can use the product rule. And I hope you can see it is. We have one term as sine of x and the other term is 3x squared. So we can label these u and v, as you can see in the guidelines. So u can be the sine of x, and v can equal 3x squared. So as you can see, for the derivative formula, we're going to need to be taking the derivative of u and the derivative of v. So we may as well do that now. So the derivative of sine of x is cosine x. And the derivative of 3x squared, we'll just use the power rule, so 3 times 2 is 6, and that's the coefficient, x, and then you take the exponent and subtract 1. So it would just be 6x. And now we're just going to plug in our values here into the equation for the derivative of f of x. So we'll get f prime of x equal to u prime, which is this guy, cosine x, times v, which is this guy, 3x squared, and then we're going to add v prime, 6x, multiplied by u, sine of x. And that would be our final answer for this derivative. Alright, so we have time for another example. So let's try one a little more complicated. Alright, so now our function, let's make it be f of x is equal to the quantity of x plus 2 squared e to the x. So you can see that we need to figure out how two terms are being multiplied here. I see a term here and a term here. So let's make u equal to x plus 2 squared and v equal to e to the x. And let's take the derivative of both of these. We'll start with v, because it's simpler. The derivative of e to the x is e to the x. And the derivative of x plus 2 squared, we're going to need to do the chain rule. So I already posted a video on how to do the chain rule. Hopefully you already know how to do it. but I would reference that video before you finish this example if you don't know how. So we'll just break this into parts, an inner and outer function. H of x is equal to x squared. H prime of x is equal to 2x. G of x is equal to x plus 2. And g prime of x is equal to 1. And we do h prime of g of x times g prime of x for the derivative of u. So it'd just be 2 times x plus 2 times 1. Alright, now we have u, v prime, and u prime, and we just plug them in to this handy formula right here. Alright, so it's going to be u prime, so 2x plus 2, 2 times x plus 2, and that's all multiplied by v, e to the x, plus v prime, e to the x, times x plus 2 squared. And that is our f prime of x. That's what it's equal to. Alright, again, that's very messy, and I apologize about it. And of course, you can simplify this even more, but I think you can probably figure that out on your own. And I'll just recap a bit on how to do the product rule. We have a function that can be broken up into two different terms being multiplied with each other. We'll call one term u and the other term v. U and v, and we take, for the derivative of f of x, our function, we take the derivative of one term, multiply it by the other term, and add that to the derivative of the other term times the first term. And in the second example, we saw that you can make a term a compound function. So even though x plus 2 squared is a nested or compound function multiplied by e to the x, we can still call one term that nested function, and then we just need to use the chain rule to take the derivative. So if you have any questions, just leave a comment and I'll try and answer them. And if you have any interesting math topics that you would like me to make a video on, that you need help on, I'd be happy to. Send me a message. I appreciate you watching, and I hope I helped you. Thanks. Bye.